What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in. Like I always say, I do not take your time for granted. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. We are on Spotify, iTunes, Anchor app, Divine Motivation Podcast everywhere. We out here in these streets, you feel me? Before we get to this episode, today's Thursday. I usually drop the episode on Sunday, but this Saturday, my best friend has a big UFC fight, championship fight. Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling is fighting for the UFC bantamweight title belt, and I'm praying for him, and I know he's ready, and it's gonna be a good one. So hopefully, matter of fact, I'm calling it now. By the time y'all see this, he already won. So if you're watching this and you did watch that, let's go, Aljo. You did it, my boy. Congrats. I'm gonna congratulate him early, because you remember last week we talked about failing on purpose. Like, I don't see any possible way he can fail. I don't see any way he can fail. But yeah, let's get into the episode. Yeah, I kind of want to stay on failure for a second. Like last week, we talked about failing on purpose, and like failure is an option when you're in your calling, in your purpose. Like, failure is what comes with that grows you, that makes you who you're supposed to be. And I want to talk about a different side to failure, right? The failure that we cause on ourselves, you know? There's a type of failure that we don't understand because we cause it ourselves. Now, this might hit home for some people, because a lot of times you sabotage your purpose because of fear of failing, right? So if you're afraid of failing, there's certain things you're not going to be fully in on. You're going to have one foot in and one foot out. You're not going to fully really push what you feel is your passion, because there's a fear of failing. And a lot of times it's because we're not willing to let some things go. Now, I want you to envision this, right? Just imagine trying to fly, right? But you're holding on to a rope that's attached to the concrete. And you're trying to figure out, like, why can't I fly? I'm trying really hard. But you're holding on to something that if you just let it go, you'll be able to fly. You know, a lot of times we don't fly because we're holding on to certain things, whether it's certain relationships, certain habits, certain bad characteristics. I literally had a conversation with my brother the other day, and there were some things going on that we noticed, like, that's holding him back. And he was like, in the moment, he didn't realize. And now he let that thing go. And he's like, man, when you're in it, you don't realize the things that you're holding on to can hold you back. And then he said, once I let that go, it's like figuratively, like he started flying. He started being who he's supposed to be. He started seeing things differently, because now the thing he was holding on to, he realized it wasn't for him anymore. He was in a different place. He was in a different season in his life. So a lot of times we hold on to certain things that makes us fail. That causes us to make decisions that lead to things that can be so detrimental to our being. Now, yes, we talked about failing is good, but it's only good if you use it purposely. If you take those failures as lessons. But if you keep failing at something and there's something that's specifically causing you to fail and you're not addressing that, it's self-inflicted. You're doing it to yourself. And you're wondering why it's not working. It's because you're not letting certain things go. There's some things in your life that you just have to let go. I cannot tell you how many times I see this. Like, there's people, you trying to get to the next level. You're trying to do certain things. You're trying to be the best version of yourself. But you don't want to let certain things go. You're like, nah, y'all do that, but nah, I'm gonna keep this though. Yeah, nah, I'm about that right there. But hold on, let me take this with me. There's some things that you just can't take with you. There's some things that's holding that you won't get to a certain place if you don't let go. Like, that can mean something different for everyone that's watching this. It can mean something totally different, but it's the same concept. That there's something that you're not letting go that you need to let go, or you're not going to get to where you need to go. You're not going to see your purpose. And I don't know why I keep saying it, but I just feel that. Like, I really feel that. Like, there's some things that you have to let go. Some things that you have to get rid of that's going to stop you from flying. That's going to stop you from getting to where you need to go. There's some fears that you need to let go of. There's some things that's holding you captive that you need to break out of. And it's going to take you to do it. And I know I'm saying it, but it's not easy. It's not. I get it. It's not easy, but it's something you have to do. And when you do it, you'll feel a growth automatically. Sometimes automatically. So I'm not one of those that tell you, you do this now. What? Some people, when you let that thing go, like my brother, he said he let it go automatically. He just felt like there was this weight off. Like, he just started prospering. Things just started working out for him. Opportunities started popping up. Sometimes when you let it go, now you have to go through some, I don't want to call it withdrawals, but like kind of finding where you stand in certain areas. This message can mean something to anybody else. Like, everybody can use this differently in their life. This is universal. There's some things that you have to let go that's really causing you to fail. Like, failure is an option. Cool. Like, we're always going to fail at things that we're trying to do. But it's a different kind of failure when you're causing it and you're not making the necessary changes to fix it. You have to make those changes. You have to be in tune to say, hold up. I see where I'm trying to go. I see where I'm at right now. But the things that I have where I'm at right now, I've been sustained for a while, so I'm kind of comfortable here. And I know if I let some things go, I'm going to have to change my mindset. I'm going to have to change the way I think. It's going to get real uncomfortable. But that's the best place to be. Man, I love being uncomfortable. I love it because I know there's some things that's getting tweaked. There's some things that's changing. There's some things that's happening that I needed. You don't realize you need it until you actually get to it, and then you get through it. You're like, oh man, I'm so thankful that happened. I'm so thankful I went through that. So I want y'all to be conscious this week. Like, really think about, what is it that I need to get rid of? What is it that's holding me? There's some things that I need to let go. Some things that's causing me to fail that I can actually control. Think about that. And really figure out a way to really let that thing go. So that you can really walk into your calling, walk into your purpose, walk into who you're supposed to be. So you can be the best version of yourself. That's today's episode. I appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to my boy Aljo. Congrats. I'm calling it already. Congrats. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _. I'm going to give you motivation every single day. iTunes, Spotify, Anchor app, YouTube. We here. Let's go. I'll see you next week.